Again, you know, the protecting of the 10 national monuments that are out there and more than 200 co-stewardship agreements. We do this in Minnesota too, knowing that we can work to protect those. She's the one that helped restore those protections on Bears Ears Monument. We understand that there's many, many water claims that need to be settled and making sure that we're righting the wrong policies of the past and fixing them now. She established, as we did in Minnesota, the murdered and missing Indigenous relatives and unit at the Department of Interior to solve cases. On this one, Deb Holland, thank you for the work. Simply unacceptable that these are not treated the way they should. Donald Trump, not going to come as a shock to you, wasn't really great on tribal issues. I'm sure he tells you, I'm the greatest that ever was. I was the greatest that did this. He excluded tribal businesses from applying for that pandemic aid. Why was a tribal business any different than another business when it came to it? But they wanted to put up a barrier so that they couldn't do it. Made it harder and removed that practice of protecting Bears Ears Monument and made it harder for tribes to regain ancestral lands. And he even tried to de-recognize tribes. That's what he did. Never once did he convene a White House Tribal Nations Conference. Might not be bad to come talk to folks, to consult before a decision is made, before you decide to do a project, before you decide to build a highway or whatever it might be. Consult together, decide if it's done first. And then I will just have to say, I brought this up yesterday standing out there at Window Rock, because I know all of you saw it when he did this. The one time he brought those heroes, the Navajo Code Talkers, to the White House, he forced them to stand in front of a painting of Andrew Jackson. Now, I'm not certain he knows enough about history to know what he was doing, but the people around him knew exactly what he was doing. To make those elders and those heroes stand in front of that painting was disgraceful. And I said, that's how Donald Trump does things. So look, he tried to block expanding of casinos, claiming that some tribes who were applying weren't truly Native American. And he had a quote, if you remember, if some of you have seen this, where he testified in front of Congress, they don't look Indian to me. That's what he said. And he said, actually, later, he said, I think I got more Indian blood than they do. Now, he gets away with saying these things. Let's name that what that is. That is so damn racist and so unnecessary. And the idea that he would be president of the United States, this is about demeaning people. This is what he continues to do.